Welcome to Mr. Death Theater 5000, where we are neither alone nor in the dark. But I am behind the controls. I'm Vanessasketch. With me is a type of bird.
Hi.
And Chris Jabberwocky.
Ahoy, hoy.
And Geigen22.
Hello. I'm kind of in the dark.
Yeah, I actually am. I am kind of. I'm in a darker room. I have the curtains drawn.
It is strictly just before or after dusk here. I'm not sure which side of it.
We're
Still plenty of light.
Yeah, we're a duo in the dusk.
Oh, so you're in Magic Hour. You're in Michael Bayville. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Look out for explosions.
Oh man, I don't feel like moving. If I blow up from Michael Bay explosions, then I do.
So you have played this already, and
yes,
you've been like champing at the bit to show this to us yourself.
Yeah, I mean, this is still going to be not a playthrough for achievements or anything like that, but a playthrough to get a good look at the story, and that it's actually pretty good.
All right.
I like it. I think it's good.
Hell yeah.
And now we're going on easy because combat's kind of floaty.
A little janky.
A little bit.
Is it more or less like Sinking City in that regard?
I just liken it to Remake 2's combat, but if that was floaty.
That was floaty. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, like anybody who's played the remakes will not feel out of place. Controls, it essentially kind of plays similar to it. But a little bit like if you're going through just a little bit. Yeah, and they also have modern and old school. There's one thing for like I'm going for old school, but once I start the game, I'm going to switch one of the particular options because from where I'm sitting, it changes a little readout of one of the puzzles that comes up regularly in the game, and that one's just a lot easier for me to read.
Gotcha.
Makes sense.
For readability's sake. Yeah, that's about auto.
All right.
That autosave can.
Yeah, you go to hell. You go to hell and you die, autosave.
Blood. Wise. Blood. Why?
Zer.
Course? Course.
Oh no. Oh no, look out, Froggy. Oh,
Oh.
No.
Honk, honk. Get out of the road!
As a former Florida almost native, you don't generally yell at gators. They will not listen.
Well, then can't just yell at them for the sake of it?
I mean, you can, but it's not going to accomplish anything. They give no fuck.
So, your uncle, what's wrong with him?
He's possessed.
As in the devil?
Something like that.
Not the devil.
He says a dark man is following him.
That's
Starring David Harbour.
Watching him at all times.
That darn devil there. I think this is taking place in 1930, so
It's
everyone's
nonsense, of
smoking.
course.
Oh,
But
yes.
I'd be lying if I said it didn't bother
I mean,
me.
really, what doesn't star
See, it
David
runs in
Harbour
my
these
family.
days?
Possession.
Well, Possession
popular.
doesn't.
No, detective.
Although, if they remade Possession, they probably would cast him as a Sam Neill role. And actually, he'd probably do a good job. Wait a minute, I'm the only one in this room that's seen Possession, aren't I?
Probably.
Yes.
Oh dear.
I think I have it.
But Jeremy didn't kill him.
Now that you say it, let me go look.
Despite being convinced that he is truly possessed, he decided to put his last chips on Dr. Gray and
I feel like debilitating melancholy is just
figuring he
like
might
big.
stumble upon some
Back in the day, they'd send you to the seaside.
Well, I don't have.
No, wait, no, that's for respiratory.
You
Wait,
mentioned
no.
the letter.
It's a toss-up between the seaside for your
He received a
lungs
disturbing
or
letter
the
from Jeremy
sanitary for
accusing
your
his
health, and
staff
those
of
were
all
not
the
fun
other
if you weren't
patients
rich.
being involved in
Mm.
some cult.
I'd like to go to
Now
the
they are also
seaside.
after him.
Could
It's
be
summer at Newport.
Or is it all just
Oh,
inside?
yeah.
It's a story he tells himself, Mr. Carnby. Anything to avoid the truth.
Which is?
That we're all terribly insignificant. That people mean so very little to one another. That there is no one out to get Jeremy Hartwood because he isn't worth getting.
Well, that's a harsh indictment on your uncle, miss.
Come stay at lovely Derceto, where we have pleasant windows that overlook a view of the swampy Louisiana swamps.
See our
well, Mr.
mold, and more mold,
Make sure he's all right.
and swamp.
Avoid the
What's my part
bakers.
in this? You couldn't get a
Seriously.
I just wouldn't feel safe going alone.
I mean, who would safe going alone to anywhere in Louisiana?
As someone who lived in Louisiana,
Did
yeah,
you bring
no.
a gun?
You know what?
Yeah. You think it'll actually come to that?
No. But you might need to wave it around depending on how agreeable the staff will be.
Oh yeah, threatening staff. That's on my to-do list
What
today.
exactly are we gonna do when we find Jeremy?
Gonna wave my gun at them.
I don't know. Let's just find him first.
Okay, so now it's choose your own adventurer.
What you thinking? What you feeling? You want to do comedy or do you want to do more story?
Oh, it's hard because Emily has very good story stuff. She knows more than character, but Hornby is kind of comedy gold.
I would say for viewership reasons, I would say go with comedy.
I would also say that. I guess that's the thing. What can we make more jokes out of?
Yeah, Hornby. He's a lot easier to
laugh with, along, and at.
so then he's no longer alone in the dark.
Who wouldn't want to stare at his handsome mug?
Hello? Hello?
Looks abandoned.
Harbor is a very handsome man.
There has to be someone around.
I mean, who else turned on the lights
Wait
and
here.
lit the candles
I'll go around back.
and open the gate?
I left that open.
So, I just had this thought. What if it turned out they get to Derceto and the place is inhabited by Muppets?
Oh, I'd love that.
You know what? I would watch a movie where David Harbour is the one.
Oh, yeah.
Stranger Things.
A Muppet.
Stranger Things. Replace all of other characters with Muppets except,
The monsters are also Muppets.
of course, all of the other characters. So I'll do Demogorgon is a Muppet. And then, like, Vecna turns out to be Sweetums.
Kermit as well, obviously.
Hey, Hopper, I seem to be seeing things from the upside down. Oh no!
So, basements, am I right?
Which, you know, aren't really popular in the South. But
Actually, this is more of a garage, yeah.
Yeah, this is a garage / staple.
Yeah, and they thankfully at least have a pretty... They have a rock foundation of some sort. Oh, it is stable. You know, this is a stable foundation for the building to be built on.
You're ready for the rest of this game.
You know, my brain was still stuck on the Muppet thing, and I was like, well, what, American literature would I base this on? What story are we adapting? And the instant response was Of Mice and Men. And then I'm like, are we going to have that scene where David Harbour has to shoot a Muppet?
Good Lord, no. Just look at the water, Lenny.
Okay, here's an idea. Wuthering Heights
Lenny
as a
is
Muppet. Muppets done doing Wuthering Heights, and the only human is the ghost.
She was drinking when I said that.
Sorry.
Almost made this mistake.
What? Lenny can't be Sweetums?
I'm not saying he could, but he shouldn't.
Oh. Oh, hey, there goes Rizzo.
I'm done. I've peaked. It's all downhill from here.
So you say, but I don't believe it. Say it's all coming back to Muppets. It's all Muppets all the way down. This baby can fit so many Muppets.
So I'd like that he in his inventory he has a his PI's license.
Don't leave home without it.
I think that's even the same address that has been in other. I think that's the same address that's been in other Alone in the Dark games. I'd have to look that up.
Decatur.
196692 LA.
And he's got a telegram about his lasting debt.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh. That's what
Can I read it?
I want to read.
Lasting debt. Carnby, why am I hearing from Gloria Allen that you got some job at the loony bin? You better not be thinking of paying her off before me. I don't want to take you for a ride, so get me my money. I'll be at the Maccabian all night if you score some dough. Obed Morton.
Oh, it's Obed Morton. Okay, I see what they did there. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is where your files go, and at the bottom is where your special items go.
Derceto,
And then you get objectives
the old
where this lady
plantation building was ready to fall,
narrates.
but kept alive by some starry-eyed carpetbagger called Dr. Gray. Seeing how the staff couldn't even be bothered with answering the door, Detective Comby figured they would just head inside and grab Jeremy. He just needed to open the front door for Emily first, so she could talk to her uncle.
It's like, well, yep. If I just open the door and take him, then we can go.
I'm glad to see that Mr. Gray from Dreamcatcher was able to finally get his doctorate. Good for him.
He was kind of a asshole.
Yeah.
Shame about his ass.
And these are, I actually didn't look up how to pronounce these.
Canopic?
No.
Oh,
I know what a canopic jar.
I didn't see the L name. Let me see.
I didn't look it up ahead of
Lanyap.
Ah, lanyap. These.
Or Lanyap.
Okay.
One of those.
Goat with horns. I love all these names though. Death of the author, Beast of Burden, 1,000 Young, Lost Children.
Yeah, you collect these throughout the game.
It's Lanyap.
So you collect these throughout your game. Some of them are character specific. Most of them are not, and they carry over. So as you can see, I've gotten most of them. A couple of them, when you complete the sets, open up options for secret endings.
Ew, secret endings.
Except you're dying with dignity.
Yeah, I haven't dignity yet.
No, so you haven't died with enough dignity. You got to get the dignity, and then you got to die.
Yeah, I didn't have any dignity. I died without it. Real shame.
Real shame, yeah.
And also, you drink to heal.
Like,
It's boozahol. It's good for...
Yeah, that actually is in the original game. The first aid kits have something that you drink, and it's oh hey, nice retroflective. Yeah, I like the retroflective eyes. Retroreflective.
Yeah. And here is a goodbye, birds. Pretty garden. I mean, it's still prettier than the Baker estate.
Oh yeah.
In that it's.
I mean, it might be. Is it like abandoned?
No.
Well,
Technically, neither was the Baker estate.
Yeah, the circumstances are better.
Oh hey, it's the Elder Tree. I mean, wait.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine my surprise when I opened the door and came in here and I went,
oh, big tree.
huh. Huh. Where have I seen this before?
For folks at home, in our Call of Cthulhu campaign that I run and Vanessa and Type of Bird are in, Yeah, the first arc of the Academy of the Three Mothers by the Sea, or the Three Mothers of the Academy by the Sea, the end of the first arc ended in a greenhouse with a battle with a witch whose part of her power source was a giant elder tree. Kind of looked a bit like this, and Vanessa even drew the map for the greenhouse.
Huh?
Yeah. It's like, So, you know.
Mm-hmm. I don't know when we're gonna sue, but you know, we're thinking about it.
No, I mean, if you played the original, there was a pre in that.
Yeah, it was. You sound more from the roots, though.
Yeah, that's true. And this is the laundry room.
Oh,
Don't mind
where
if I
they
do.
where all the money is.
It's the laundry room where there's towels and little flasks of booze for me to steal, and
Yeah, just Carmby just going through. It's like yoink, mine, yoink, mine, yoink,
And-
mine.
family Bibles.
Every day
Oh.
you're silent.
Also, every clue you get is acted out.
Yes, which the original had some aspects of that. Like some of the files were read, but I don't know if all of them were. Because yeah, there was a lot of text in the original game.
It is the same here. There are a lot of things to pick up, and a lot of people that talk.
I say some words dreamt up by the Creoles, and I carry around a small pocket of gris-gris. Nothing of this is mentioned in the Biblia, of course, but the French quarter priestess tells me it's all connected. She says the Christian God is just one more perspective on the creator of things. That's what I like to think, but the other way around. That the spirits of her faith are just aspects of you, our Heavenly Father. Interesting. What's kind of nice, though, is that this is a good soft way of bringing you then a goat without horns.
Yeah. You should check out the rest of that file. Isn't that interesting?
Mother of Earth. Huh.
Yeah.
Mother of
Wood
Thousand
and
Years.
dirt.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I see your game, and does anybody else feel like they just, actually it's probably just me that felt like someone just walked over my grave. Okay, great. No, that's fine.
You already have a grave? Man, you're a
Yeah, no, I well, remember, I got Graveyard Keeper, so I've already set out my grave in that game.
Oh, right. What I love is that, like, sacred sand is only $1. I mean, I know that's a lot of money back then, but
that's pretty pricey for sand.
but it's sacred.
That's expensive for sand at any time.
It's sacred.
I guess it depends on how much sand you're getting.
Sacred.
Like, if I needed sand for something, like if I was filling a sandbox, there would be an amount where $1 is expensive, and there's an amount where $1 is very.
Mm-hmm.
But it's sacred.
Sacred. I see what you. I picked that one up.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any joke beyond the funny voice.
It's a rocker.
Yeah, it's a rocker.
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly. It's the intimate.
Well, where do you get black cat oil?
Jazz.
Is it oil? Make it from cats, or do the cats just somehow provide it? Are there oil merchants? Is what I'm asking.
I don't think you can get oil from a. Like, I don't think you can squeeze a cat and get oil out of it.
Listen.
It's got to be like.
Not with that attitude.
We have a president, guys. We have a president for this. Khajiit has wares if you have coin.
So like maybe you get it from the Khajiit and it has it's a black Khajiit, so it's got black cat oil, and you just get some oil from it.
Now, the devil's shoestrings, are these willingly given, or do you have to steal them from?
Take that, depression. Sorry, I'm just thinking about the most recent version of the devil, Lucifer, that we've seen, and he looks like a short ringmaster, and played by a Broadway guy. And he spends almost all of his time making like rubber ducks that breathe fire.
I'm
As you do.
okay.
He's kind of adorable.
So, if I'm so grateful for the words you gave Mr. Hartwood, we will sing your praises at St. John's Eve. The world will be blessed soon again.
Yeah. So, I mean, I feel like this, like, you're like 2 minutes into this shenanigans.
Shenanigans, 2 minutes in. Yeah.
Shenanigans.
And somehow there's pistol bullets in this person's room.
Oh, it's the 19th. Yes.
Yeah, I suppose. I'm expecting you open up that suitcase and there's a freaking Thompson in there.
I'm not saying there's not a machine gun in this game.
When you're part of a cult, it kind of, comes with the territory.
Oh, you're full up on the drink.
Yeah, I'm too.
It's a really nice kitchen.
You got all the boozes.
It's a mansion. Ah, they put the bullets in the freezer to keep them cool.
That would be a great way to ruin the gunpowder, because you would probably condensate the air if it's not compressed tight enough, and then the moisture would make it not ignite.
Well, maybe this is all a ploy to stop Carnby.
Well,
We'll put the bullet in the freezer. Stop him.
put the bullets in the freezer, and then put the potatoes next to it as a distraction.
No, they probably didn't call him back then.
Icebox.
Get him in the icebox.
So the eyes have it.
Yeah, I want potatoes. And this is our meat room where we keep our meat.
Cool.
Meat.
Yeah, I mean, funny enough, no real shenanigans actually happen in here, despite you would really expect it.
Yeah, generally when you see carcasses hanging from the ceiling, you expect shit to start going down.
Yeah, but there's no Texas Chainsaw Massacre, no, oh my god, at the rest book, it's about people, none of that. It's just,
Nothing untoward in the kitchen.
no.
That actually reminds me that there is a part coming up in Illbleed that I'm very excited to get you to, Vanessa.
I mean, just how much time I spent going, it's a worm! It's a worm!
Yeah, I just finished editing that episode last night. God, that was funny. It's a worm.
The worm!
Let's go back to hell together, honey.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Rick, for reference, in Illbleed's second level, you are told by the ghost of a man who raised a monster worm, please kill my daughter so she can join me in hell. And he wants you to kill the worm with a flamethrower.
Okay.
And then when you do it, the ghost of the worm comes up and goes, Papa! And he's like, let's go back to hell together, Rachel.
And it's like, wait, what?
Odd.
That's the only way to describe it. I think I just like lost it what happened and just, like was laughing hysterically.
Marvelous science.
Yeah, marvelous. Marvelous, I tell you. Man, this bathroom is so big.
And it's so nice. This is too nice for a bathroom. Except for the tub.
12-foot tub.
I love that tub though. I mean,
Just
12-foot tubs like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, get Jennifer Tilly in
you
there.
can actually soak in it. You know how much I'm dying for like an actual tub to soak in?
Oh man, I haven't had a good soak in forever.
Not since I was in Japan. Now they have good bathtubs.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
And here's the map.
Ooh, oh, that's good mappy.
I wish that there was still an ability to zoom in.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Unfortunately, you cannot. But
Weird.
what?
No, it's just weird that you can't zoom in.
Oh,
That's like
yeah.
map functionality number 1.
Yeah, it's really weird.
I mean, they've allowed map zoom has been around since the early 90s.
Yeah, I'm sure what it is. One of the nice features is that you can turn on more of like map icons, so it will like let you know on the map which puzzles you can actually finish at the time, depending on what's in your inventory.
Oh,
Like the little puzzle icon will go from white to green to show that you have the item necessary.
Ooh, that's a nice touch.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice key.
Nice.
Yeah. All the keys are nice. This is locked.
Damn it, I'm gonna have to step up my key game.
We all have to step up.
I'm a big key fan.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
God, I should see if I can get
Sunday,
like when I finally get my own license, I should see if I can get like custom car keys. Spent all day.
A few years back, I found a site that had key blanks for nerds, and there was a FF8 gunblade option. So,
Ooh.
I mean, that's neat. But if I'm gonna have keys, it's gonna go Resident Evil.
I don't know if they had Resident Evil. Maybe we should let them know to do that.
They should. I mean, God.
Okay, so
Gunblade isn't a key, but Resident Evil keys are actual key.
interesting.
And my car is
but all-
keyless.
Spent all day looking at Jeremy. I should have cared for the others, but I'm scared that he will do something irreversible. Cassandra is upset I didn't give her the latest shipment of pain medication that Waits brought from the post office yesterday. I would have given it to her, but the company didn't send a new key this time around, so the box is just sitting there on my desk. They must have figured we had plenty of their gimmicky keys by now. I only remember seeing one lately. Grace was playing with it inside the grand parlor. Unless it turns up by itself, it will have to wait. I have to figure out where Jeremy is. I think Jack knew something. That dog of his found a strange rot permeating the house. She's showing us, he said. Like those bolts and streaks of fetid rot was talking.
Huh. Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also,
you know.
gimmicky keys, does that mean the delivery service is Trevor Institutes? Or Trevor Delivery Company?
Yes.
Pizzazz key.
And now, I'm on the piazza.
Piazza. Oh, okay.
I'm the king of the piazza. And I rest my hand on the railing.
Aha. Like Ezio Auditore.
That's a nice touch, actually.
Yeah, that is. That's cool.
Who knocked over this plant? Who?
Who did this?
Huh?
I tell you.
I will not leave until I solve this case. Back. Welcome back, Cat.
It's because it's roughly dinner time.
Oh, yeah. Bear!
Bear!
No time for bear cutscene!
Thanks.
What are you doing? Who are you?
Whoa, pardon me, excuse me.
Took you long enough.
It's Edward Carnby,
How dare you just walk in
I
here?
don't mind we let ourselves inside.
I do mind. This is private property. You can't just barge in here.
I'm sorry about all this, but I'm looking for my uncle. It's urgent, and no one was answering the door.
Actually,
We don't answer the door.
Knocking anymore.
we actually just
None of
did,
us
so
can.
technically we can.
Who is
We just
your
didn't want to.
darling?
Jeremy. Am I right? She has that heartwood gloom, doesn't she?
No, it's characters from a Tennessee Williams novel.
Oh
I
dear.
just came to make
Play.
sure my uncle is all right.
Well, he is unavailable right now. You will have to come back another day.
Unavailable how? Is he sleeping? We can wait.
He's lost.
Don't I know you from somewhere?
Who's your man again, Miss Hotwood?
My name's Edward Carnby.
Hey, kid, do I know you?
Splendid.
That's right. I killed your
All
wife.
of you, get back to your rooms. McCarthy, keep your eyes on the child. And you two, please.
Why are these people wearing hats inside? Does
Look,
nobody
we're
have
not here to
manners?
cause any trouble.
Seriously.
Let us see
Inside
the
back
old
in the
man.
old.
Satisfy the curiosity of my client.
Can you get me
here.
2 more drinks when you're
There we
done?
are.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Jeremy has gone missing.
Yeah.
There's no need to worry.
Yeah, I don't know if
Might be
it
some
got picked up
time
on the
before he
mic, but
turns
she
up.
went
The whole
"Rah"
staff
at
is
her.
looking for him.
What? He ran
I
off?
was like, my dinner. Where's my
I
dinner?
don't have time
She's
for
also,
any
she's
of
also
this.
meowing
What?
because she
Come
doesn't
back
know where
tomorrow.
Jeremy Hartwood
All right,
went.
in that case, we'll just wait in his room. You don't mind, do you? It's upstairs, right?
Wait, you can't.
Don't worry. We'll be discreet.
In the corridor. It's the first door on your left. I'll tell Dr. Gray you're here.
Excellent. Thank you, madam.
Oh, it's great to just barrel on through. You don't, even if someone tells you to leave, you just say, "Oh no, I'm just gonna go up to their room and wait," and then they just get so flustered they go, "What? Okay."
Yeah, I mean, it does help if you have a holstered weapon on your person.
Yeah, but I mean, it's also 1930 in the
Here we
South.
are.
Oh yeah,
Let's look
that
around.
maid is packing
See
heat
if
for
we can pick
sure.
up any clues.
Want to know where the Thompson is? It's probably with her. Also, at certain times, you get to talk to people.
Nice.
Randomly.
I like the skull there.
Anything important I should look out for?
It's a good skull.
Did he keep a diary?
Not that I know of, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Well, like most characters involved in a Lovecraftian story, and Jeremy is an artist.
Yes. So would you say he went through the Randolph
Paintings,
Carter,
sculptures.
the Charles Dexter
I don't know
Ward?
much about modern
Good question.
art, but he seems dedicated.
I'll let you decide when we get to
Jeremy
the...
is a fairly well-known landscape painter in New Orleans. You've probably seen more of his work than you realize.
We should go talk to the doctor that the housekeeper mentioned.
Dr. Gray? I suppose. Let's just do a little more digging first, okay?
Sure, no rush.
I'm gonna dig through this, table.
Yes.
Folks.
This table's very suspicious, as well as these apples and these pears. We need to
I'm suspicious of a bowl of fruit.
how do we know they're not suspicious?
So on the night.
An artist.
Oh,
Yep.
it's still life? Okay,
Because it's next to a bowl of fruit, so clearly.
of course.
When it's
and,
next-
and flour.
Yeah, when it's next to a bowl of fruit and a bottle of wine, it's a still life and therefore classy.
Yes.
Also, look, he's got one in the little...
Also, there's a cup of.
Yeah, but also, artist there.
Yeah, the little wood puppet. Again, like Illbleed.
A little mannequin.
Mannequins.
Mannequin. I had one.
Aw.
All us artists have them at one point, whether they're useful or not.
Every night the dark man stands opaque at the threshold
I'll
of
let
my
him
room,
say this one.
counting the days until my spirit spills out of my tired shape. Only his pallid mask shelters my remaining sanity.
Pallid mask.
Staring directly into the face of that demonic sultan would surely sunder time itself. Would he have looked the same to my father as he struggled for his life? Does his veiled face haunt my niece quite the same way?
Is it Carrot Top?
I wish so that I could rest my soul in that sun.
No, he's not buff enough.
Tearaway.
Would
I find you there, Juan? Or Senora Perosi, back from the beyond? Every night I hide from him, moving from one misshapen memory to another. Scenes conjured out of fantasy and delirium. Places I struggle to even paint.
Perspective is hard.
I wish I understood your death, Senora. Is there anything I could do for you but bury you in that bleak necropolis? That triumphant chapel rising above the ledges and the oven vaults shall be your sepulchre, where you may rest, and I shall weep.
And that is from Jeremy, who I believe voiced by Paul Mercier.
Hey. Man, I haven't heard his voice in a while.
Yeah, and nothing like I've heard from him so far, so that's pretty neat.
Yeah. I do like the name Juan, and would I find you there that it's almost reminds me a bit of another Lovecraft story, the sad lonely death of Juan Romero?
Thanks.
Astronomical motifs. Old upstairs clock.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my memories. Is there perhaps a chance, if ever so small, for me to see Taorella? want that more than anything. Please let my talisman take me there. Let me sit with Juan under his Bodhi tree. Despite having sold me that talisman, Miss Jackson, the voodoo priestess, revealed none of her secrets to me. That's why I had to travel to Toncray. Instead, she cruelly told Batiste, my caretaker, that he would be betrayed and killed in the most awful way. The one he loved would pierce his thigh with a sharp spear and that he would be devoured by his own mother. What a terrible thing to say. Not to mention it's completely inaccurate. He was going to get hit by a car being driven by me.
I really shouldn't drive.
I'm mad. I really shouldn't be driving. And that's mad in the angry emotional sense.
I'm angry. I really shouldn't be driving.
People of Derceto are becoming dangerous. They do not understand what they are doing. I must do something to stop them. I tried talking to Dr. Gray, but it confuses my worries. He is caught up in treating me. How can he expect evil to be cured with medicine and conversation? The orderlies, the housekeeper, and the patients are all deranged. They will call upon evil to enter this world. All will be lost. Everything is to confine the clerk, Mr. Waits. Marshal Waits. He seems to be a clear-thinking man. Maybe Beauregard? Beauregard. The dark man offered me a prison and I accepted. I signed that miscarried contract and entered a dark pact. Everyone is safe except for me. Ugh. Whoa. Okay. That.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this lays out a lot of the game for you.
Holy shit.
Can you stand on these with, like, what's triangle mean?
You can just zoom in a little bit.
It's a little bit of...
A little bit. Yeah, actually, these are a good deal of the puzzles you're gonna...
Ooh.
Interesting.
In their different forms.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what deity of the mythos is the one that takes over, like, does the whole in the moon, like that thing. Oh, painted tile. Suggested.
Well, I mean, if you think about what he was talking about with the Dark Man.
Yeah, it's just I can't remember the name off the top of my head.
Obviously, it was the moon presence.
Oh god, it's not a slide puzzle. Thank goodness.
Oh no, that puzzle's
Hey,
fun.
you know anything about this? Looks like some sort of talisman.
No, I don't. Oh, help me out here, will you?
I don't know what your stupid drawing is.
I'm all the way over here. I can't see it.
I would have killed a guy to throw some of this stuff out.
I see.
Crazy
It turns out that Jeremy was framed.
At least a couple things weren't.
Who didn't frame enough of Jeremy Hartwood?
He's coveted Sarah Hawkins' original.
Oh, wow. That's striking. I want to save this one.
Pretty good painting.
Wow. Yeah, I like it.
A lot of emotion in it.
How I feel on an average day.
I'm also thinking it looks like Willem Dafoe in any Abel Ferrara movie.
Yeah, he does.
Or Willem Dafoe in literally any.
At one point, he's gonna
All right, come on.
have that look.
It's just Willem Dafoe.
I can't believe your uncle is Willem Dafoe.
Come on, let's go.
But
Yeah,
Willem
I'm
Dafoe.
coming. Miss Hartwood.
Miss Hartwood, did you change the color scheme?
Emily?
This still looks like Jeremy's room, but
Oh, shit.
Oh dear.
Here we go
What the
again.
hell is going on? Where am I?
you're the hell here.
Well then.
You're in the upside down, David.
If we can pause for just a quick second, I am having an audio issue on my side, which is, I think, going to get caught on the recording. Let me just...
Yeah, no problem.
Right. Okay, sorry for the missing reel there, but we are now rolling again. Rock and roll.
Yeah. cat.
That heard you.
She just walked all over me. Sir?
Jazzy cat don't care.
She gives no shit. Sir? Excuse me.
Sir?
Excuse me, sir?
Excuse us, sir. Can you tell me the way to Silent Hill,
God,
sir?
other sir!
Oh, no! Oh, that is a great fake out, though.
Sir, extra, sir.
All right, original, sir.
Original, sir, please.
Did you just shoot him in the butt? And then the dome?
What the hell was that?
Maybe. Maybe I did.
Usually it's two to the chest, one to the dome, but one of the ass, one of the dome.
A sack of meat tied together with vine.
Yeah.
Maybe he is.
Oh, I gotta mute myself.
Oh, sorry, Rick here is allergic to plant monsters. It's a common allergies. I get it too occasionally.
I can't go that way.
I wasn't trying to go that way. I was trying to check the trash, alright?
I'm just trying to check the garbage.
Sometimes there's things in the garbage that I can use. Like booze. Even though I'm still full up on booze, so I can take it. Booze for me.
Man, the amount of resources that they clearly put into the production value just... Oh, hey.
Ding. Ding, ding. Welcome to the farmer's market.
Yeah.
Ding, ding.
Hey.
The Memphis Turtles fighting the New Orleans Pelicans.
Ooh. And they are hiring.
At least somebody is.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Johnny the Conqueror Roots and Medicine. He conquers your ailments?
Oh, he's the Conqueror Worm, Johnny.
Ooh.
Would we still go to Johnny's place if he were Worm?
Don't let them get inside, combat. They're not the good kind.
Are you?
Me.
Is this your store?
There are no owners here. We both strangers in Jeremy's store.
Jeremy did this. How?
The pact with the dog man. Jeremy warned us, but we didn't think much of it.
I mean, mainly because
I'm Detective
everybody
Edward
in
Carmody.
Derceto
I was hired by Jeremy's niece to
a little
find
unbalanced.
Oh, yeah? How much you paying you?
$150.
She's sure getting her money's worth tonight. Are you a thinking man, compare?
No, not if I can help it.
You know,
I don't
think Jeremy's hiding
really
away
like
we
thinking.
can't find him. He has this juju necklace that guides him.
The talisman?
That's right. It's some magic charm he got from Miss Jackson down the street.
The voodoo priestess?
You know surprising things, compadre. Yeah, the Mama Loa. Here, take the key.
You like
I
keys?
locked the gate to save her place
There's
from all the
even more
ghouls and
keys.
goblins getting inside. Maybe if you go there, you can find some clues to show you the way.
Thanks. I'll have a look.
Who doesn't love getting a...
Definitely appreciate the key focus.
It's very focused. Key heavy.
Exactly. Yes. It makes sure that you are keyed into what it's putting down. The fact that there's this whole little store here reminds me that there is, I want to say it's something you can play with some versions of the original Alone in the Dark where it's like a Santa toy store short story, I think.
Wasn't there something in, can't remember if it was 2 or 3 where Edward had to disguise himself as a Santa?
Yeah, it's something like that. It's around them parts.
Excuse me, sir. I know I can talk to you. I'm just trying to get the icon, sir.
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 Sir, please.
Sir. I just want the icon. Thank you. Thank you.
You want to come along?
Nah, I'm gonna stay here for a while.
I really don't feel like being an escort mission.
Yeah, that's fine.
Anything I can do for... Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Baptiste, just tell my sister Lottie I'm alright if you see her.
Okay.
All right, I'm heading out.
So...
Be careful out there.
Thanks, bud. So
Now-
he gave us some keys.
Yeah. Now, Batiste isn't going to get the Halloran treatment, is he?
No.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, I literally was just watching Real Queen of Horror Xena's video about tropes that need to retire, and the sacrificial black person was definitely one of them.
You know, he's, he and Lottie are around for, like, pretty much the whole game.
Nice. I appreciate it.
Nice.
Ah. I mean, you don't see them a lot, but they're there.
They're a lot. Doing
Wow, that's an interesting swing arc.
Yeah, so the can get defensive melee weapons, but they do break.
Ah, gotcha. Whoa,
But-
that's nice.
some nice framing on that guy.
But because they can break,
Yeah.
like, they're useful, but it's not as bad as I expected.
Yeah, just not a fan of the swing speed. Oh,
Well, everything's...
check out the backlight on that guy. Nice.
Ooh. Looking sexy.
It's got that nice subsurface scattering and...
Ooh. Actually. Chuck.
Yeah, top off.
Bing.
I can't go that way.
The way it's handling the melee weapons, as you're mentioning, it's kind of reminding me of Downpour, actually.
This is still better. It plays better than Down.
Good.
Because, I mean, I can hold onto my gun and use them no problem in, like, every situation. Whereas, like, in Downpour, it's like, well, why don't I just go to hell and die?
Yeah, pretty much.
This all seems normal.
Yeah, this is fine. You know, just good old-fashioned animal sacrifice and some paint on the floor.
Ah!
Whoa!
Wibbly monsters going on wibbly wibbly.
Oh, that wasn't a wibbly monster. That was just a Rasta.
No, that was he was wibbly.
Oh. Oh, okay, yeah, now that I see it up close. Okay, you're right. It was wibbly.
Yeah, no, they were both wibbly. They were wibbling. He wibbled too. So many wibbling monsters. Get out of my way, Wibbles.
The lighting in this is gorgeous.
Yeah, there's a lot of pretty stuff in this.
What's on the floor?
I don't know. I'm trying to get it. It's bullets.
It's always bullets.
Of course, it's always
I
bullets.
recognize this place.
Oh,
It's
green
Miss
light, green
Jackson's
light bulb.
seance parlor.
Yeah.
Let's see if she's got any information on Jeremy's talisman.
And this is
25 years ago, that would have been revolutionary.
Oh my god. I'm trying to remember which option does the thing for the puzzle. That makes it easier for me to see.
It's the talisman, like the one in the painting.
Oh
And
yeah,
okay.
it's the talisman, like the book I was reading.
Hey.
I think
This
it's meant for
one-
the talisman.
Yes, it is. So now I got the talisman.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So you look at the diagram. Diagram.
Lisa needs braces. Oh, it was the schematic.
Talisman.
358. Tune your talismans.
I
358.
think it needs numbers.
Tune your talismans to 358,
Maybe
the
there's something
light
Jeremy's-
FM, for when you're alone in the dark.
It's showing something. A place? Where is that?
Well, it's a couch, I think.
Huh.
Oh, I just realized the cloth on the couch there. That is the old, the indigenous American rug from. It's like the rug you throw over the painting in the first game.
Oh, okay. See, there's even more little tidbits for those.
Detective, I was wondering when you were going to show up.
Anyone now?
Mrs. Thompson told me you were here. I understand you are working for Jeremy Hartwood's niece.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
We came here for her uncle. I just didn't.
I was somewhere else a second
I
ago.
didn't expect this. You
Okay.
are Dr. Gray, right?
That's right. You don't happen to have some identification, Detective. I'm not keen on having strangers prying into my business.
My card, sir.
Oh, Detective Edward Carnby, Decatur Street, New Orleans. Enjoying the Vieux Carré, Detective? Those old French quarters, the voodoo people, the gangsters. I'm sure you live an exciting life.
Well, it's not quite like the stories, Doc.
You know, not punching you in the face, Dr. Gray, is a constant struggle.
Making it
Not to mention, it's a professional courtesy.
Welcome to Derceto, Detective. I hope your time
I
here
can't
will be
explain why. It's just,
Now, what can I do for you?
I hear you talk and I want to
Tell me
punch
where I
you.
can find Jeremy Hartwood.
Why wouldn't that make for a short
Okay, I'm trying to think of who he
wish I
sounds
could
like, but he looks like.
I'm afraid I
What
don't.
if Arnold Schwarzenegger was dubbed by somebody
drink?
else?
Detective?
Anything brandy?
Oh, you do belong in the French quarters, Detective. Armagnac or cognac?
I love it.
You know, just give me the cheap stuff. I'm not much of a connoisseur.
Having low standards is not a virtue, Detective. Let me see if I can broaden your perspective.
Having low standards isn't a virtue.
I wouldn't.
Anyway, I studied mixology before I moved into psychology.
Doctor-patient confidentiality. I'm sure you understand.
Sure. But he is crazy. And he's gone missing. Why?
You know, the human brain is a lot like a glass.
Try
What
this.
ingredients you put into, you mix together with little spices.
Ooh, it's good. Got a bite?
It's called a sidecar. The trick is not to be afraid of the tartness of the lemon. Then, for goodness sake, don't overdo the triple sec.
Thanks.
Okay. What can you tell me about Jeremy?
I made you a classy drink.
I'm trying to remember. There
He's
is a
an
film
anxious
a noir film I've seen that actually had
Worried
the
about
sidecar
events
as
not
a drink that
presenting
someone
themselves
ordered.
according to his model of predestination.
I mean, overall, it sounds.
He complains about things not being carried out in the right order, and that some things simply shouldn't be. Is any of this helpful to you?
Not really. I was hoping for some direction where to look next.
I'm sorry. I have nothing for you then. You should talk to my orderly.
Yeah, like one of the common complaints I heard was people
I'm sure they
complaining
would
about
appreciate
how
your help.
the characters react.
Yeah,
like
I
they
ran
go
into
through this
these
weird
earlier.
shit, and then they
Think
just
of it.
stumble into the next scene and
Not
don't
giving
say
you a
anything
lead.
about it.
Oh,
It's like,
excellent.
if
So
you
your
went through
investigation is
that
already
situation and you just turned around and all
I'm
of a
gonna go.
sudden back
I'm
where
sure
you
we'll meet
started and some other guy was just
Looking forward
talking to
to
you,
it.
I'm not sure
Safer
that you would just
times.
immediately flip out and go, hey, I was just in New Orleans.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I assume that's where you came from.
right. And not to mention, I think he's an experienced enough investigator to know that when you're speaking to someone of authority in a place like this, You need to keep yourself from getting committed.
Detective Carnby.
Yeah.
How did you...
Yeah, like, I feel that they're overlooking the fact that most of the time it's like, well,
Dr. Gray.
you're in a place full of, people that could
It's not
probably
what you
kill
think.
you.
Have you found anything strange going on here?
Yes.
Strange how? Like strange haha strange, or...
No, it's not funny strange.
No, I mean...
I mean, I don't have a great sense of humor, but I don't think it's fun.
Paranormal, even.
Detective, I really need you to get yourself together. I can't do this alone.
Forget it. I'll figure it out.
Do you want to come see Dr. Gray?
No, I want to...
No, I already talked to him, and I do not care for him.
Jeremy, the place he mentioned in the book. What was the name? Do you remember something Spanish? Taroea.
Yeah, see, here, now he's acting a little, like, frazzled and freaked out.
Detective?
Yeah.
Are you gonna be alright?
So, like, they say, like, oh no, they act like completely normal, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Edward!
Go talk to Dr. Gray. We'll rendezvous later.
Yeah, Edward's cracking pretty quick.
Yeah. He keeps a face on when most other people are around, but...
This talisman brought me back from the French Quarter in the blink of an eye. If Jeremy can travel so easily, then he could be hiding anywhere, even Taroea. If he can do it, so can
He is not, like...
I just need to figure out how the talisman works.
Yeah.
But I think it also, like, goes to, like, how much a person can stand and still just act normal and roll with it.
Mm-hmm.
As a person who's dealt with a lot of shit in, like, past several years, there is a point where you deal with so much shit, you just go, okay, this may as well.
Yeah, right.
You just go, alright. Key, go in. Plates be broken.
Paul, you're right about the plates on the boiler and the clock. They have been sabotaged, and I think I know who did it. They have
that damn Oscar the Grouch.
And how he seems to disappear.
Grouchy.
Right now, it's important that you keep an eye out for any of the pieces.
I don't know how I know.
I want to find out
who did it,
if I can repair the plates.
because he's a Grouch.
Let me know if you find any of them. Lottie.
Tell Lottie to take a look at the well in the kitchen garden.
Also, I think, Paul is played by Yuri Lowenthal.
Oh, yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Because he's kind of in everything.
Dr. Elmore Lee Gray is Derceto's chief doctor. Accounting and all administrative...
I don't think you need the voice acting for the entire staff and patient directory, though.
I do appreciate Elmore Lee Gray. It's like Elmore Leonard. And Jack T. Chance is... maybe it's John T. Chance. It's the name of one of the characters from Revo Bravo, and it was John Carpenter's pseudonym when he edited Song of the Precinct 13.
That's cool.
Also, Jack and Chance. Gee, who does that also remind you of?
I wouldn't know. Gee.
Now, Future Me, do you want to put up the player icons for us, please? Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, also, how Edward rolls with it reminds me of Chance just going like, what, the realm has a name?
Yeah,
saw you noticed in the boiler room. You should know Mr. Chance won't be coming back. I got no business being in there myself, but you can take a...
And then just rolling with it.
There's no way I can get into this thing.
Exactly.
Better leave it alone.
That was an awesome character trait, especially because because Paul had been hearing about the story for like a year, and I'd let him in on so many different factoids, and so when he comes in, it's like, okay, Beauregard.
These are the patient files.
Beloved crime author who managed to pull herself out of poverty and into stardom. 5 years ago, she tried killing herself by jumping off a balcony. That is very pre-code Hollywood. The incident left her a cripple and now relies heavily on her wheelchair. First of all, she needs to be weaned from her drug addiction and hope it will resolve her compulsive lying. Then looking to permanently numbing her pain in her back through surgery. Finally deal with her suicide thoughts.
You can't tell me how much I have to be weaned off drugs.
Only I can tell myself how much I need to be weaned off drugs.
And then this is the kid from the demo that we played.
Oh, yeah. Supervision by proper gentlemen to avoid further perversion of Grace's adolescence. Modest wealth and status her childhood seems ordinary, spending most of her time with private teachers and family friends. You know, just like a normal kid in the middle class. Grace's father recently passed away, leaving her mother the whole sole caregiver. Has trouble dealing with her father's death. She is willingly suppressing her feelings on the matter and isn't properly acknowledging the trauma she suffered. Needs nothing out of the ordinary. Simply needs parental guidance. Parental guidance suggested. Eventually we can work on our feelings towards her father. Suspicious child is suspicious.
Yeah, no, there's definitely stuff up with her. McCall. I need some damn rest.
Claims he used to work as a lawyer in Baton Rouge. Oh, he was a southern country lawyer, but he can't go...
Oh my... I'm sorry, I thought you was...
His background remains largely a mystery, except for the occasional clue that he drops in conversation. McCarthy is an anxious man, an alcoholic. Is he now? I wouldn't have guessed.
I mean, you've seen him for 2 seconds.
I mean, yeah. It'll take some time to open up. Spending time with Jack's dog as a child should be good for him. Their harmless nature will help build his sense of trust. Jack Chance as a dog? As a dog? Do we have a... Do we get a description of the dog?
No, we never get to go.
No!
No, sorry. Elisabetta Barossi.
Barossi. Oh, the Barossi, the Signora that didn't survive.
The Signora Barossi.
Aw.
Maybe 33?
She insisted she belonged here and offered to pay for her stay. She claims to have been a member of the Astarte artist colony some 20 years ago, a claim that seems controversial due to her young age. She looks to be and even thinks she is 33 years of age, that would make her a child at the time. It seems fair to say that Parossi's story is untrue, deliberately so or not. Huh.
Yeah, you do find out about the history of the new history of Derceto, which at one point did house the Astarte artist colony.
It's peculiar because she retracted her story about the artist colony. She no longer claims to be the same person as Elisabetta Barossi. However, my staff's research has confirmed that there was a Barossi at that time who was in her early 30s during the time. I wanted to contact the real Barossi, but it seems the whole colony disappeared one night, September 29th, 1915, during a hurricane. Oh, they got rocked like a hurricane. Or rocked by a hurricane.
They got thoroughly rocked by that hurricane.
A spell of impersonation could have been. Dun dun dun.
And then it's Ruth Tunnel.
Oh, Ruth. Ruth's father wishes that his daughter was removed from New Orleans' life for the foreseeable future. He fears that her overly free spirit is tarnishing the family's reputation. I mean, you could just say...
Etienne, no.
Etienne, no. She is promiscuous. You let her do thing. Comes from considerable wealth. Her family owns several hotels and restaurants. Unlike the rest of the family, her sense of adventure has taken her around the world, including France during the Great War as a photojournalist. What? The last decade, she has provoked many rumors of being a debauched flapper, bordering on nymphomaniac. I mean, hey, you know, as long as it's healthy enough that she isn't having a good time.
Parties hard, and
yeah,
and parties heartily.
Does seem to provide an interesting case. She's refreshingly open and doesn't shy away from talking about her life during the war or continuous celebration after returning back to the States. She is admittedly a sexual deviant and feels no remorse. Simply staying at Derceto should do wonders for Ruth, if not at least for her family's reputation. Ruth doesn't need to change, but with therapy I might be able to share with her some sympathy towards her family. I doubt she will settle down and become as dull as the rest of them, and at least she might try to be more discreet in the future. Okay, that's actually not too bad. Dr. Gray is just kind of like, yeah. That's actually one of the...
You can slut it up as much as you want, just don't be super open about it.
all I'm is that you learn how to mask for others. And then you keep your sluttiness on the DL. You're rich enough. You can pay to keep those things hidden.
Precisely.
What the hell did I come back to?
Patient files and the sluttiness of Ruth Tunnel.
Okie dokie.
I mean, she's fine with it. I'm fine with it.
The doctor's surprisingly fine with it.
Yeah. He's just just learn to pay people off and be, discreet about it.
Yeah, that's pretty much his treatment plan, is just...
Is this a hello, doctor situation?
Well,
No. Actually, I can spoil that for you, yeah. I got no indication that he ever did anything sexually improper with any patient.
Oh, well, there you go.
Maybe with his cognac bottle, but I don't know.
Hey, look, what one man does with his consent cognac is nobody's business.
How can a cognac bottle consent?
It gleams in the right way.
It breaks if it says no.
Yeah, that's true. If it breaks, that means no, and you get hit by all the shards.
Oh, that's a good point. This spontaneously shatters. All right, so investigating that.
Worth noting, somebody's file isn't in here.
Jeremy's.
Looks like all the patients are accounted for.
Thank you,
except
Edward.
for Jeremy.
Hey, they do a little lip service lip service syncing.
They try. Yeah, it generally feels like a lot of people were being unfair
or oblivious.
While Detective calmed.
I feel like they were being. I feel as if, in a way, what happened with this game is that people were expecting a AAA game, and this is a AA, really. Like, that's the thing. This is we don't necessarily have the budget title like we used to. Like, a lot of what we consider budget titles now is more like indie games, which are, made really... And that also is a problem, because then it's like a game with a budget of 20,000, a budget of 50,000 can be considered a budget title the same as a game that was made for 2 million. So, it's a problem, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, like, I just wanted a solid horror experience, and this gave me that.
And what's interesting is that this actually doesn't even feel like a AA game when you consider what AA games, even though I hate the whole AAA AA thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel, because, like, for comparison's sake, The Sinking City was considered a AA game, but from what I'm seeing, this feels like mechanically and, well, obviously graphically, because it's coming out like later, but mechanically feels far superior to that game. That game is so rough to play, and even as much as I want to love that game,
I love the game, despite how many times it kicks me in the shin.
Oh yeah, same here. No, I played the fuck out of it. Yeah, it does. Yeah, no, I played the shit out of The Sinking City. Totally hard agree.
But this overall kicks you in the shins far less, and I think also understood that their combat system was not the best, so there's really only 2 boss fights.
Smart.
Yeah, there's only a couple of combat times that I've gotten to in this game where I was like, okay, annoying. But again, that's like maybe 2 or 3 times in an entire game. It's not the game I'm going to play for gameplay.
But it is the game we're going to play to get some interesting backstory on the lost plantations of Louisiana.
By Terry Rico.
Real quick, this feels so much like every other horror game that came out in the PS2 era, where, even Silent Hill 2, the combat's not great in that game, and that's the fucking point. Because he's just a regular dude.
Yeah, and you can say, like, even with Edward being a detective, he's still ostensibly a regular man, and Emily's just an average person.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and if you're a good horror game, you don't need excellent combat, because that takes away the fright. That takes away the enemies being frightening. That's why they were so frightening in Silent Hill. That's why you're like, oh god, not combat, I'm gonna die, because you didn't have the tools. Rule of Rose did the same thing. Kuon does the same thing. you know, that
Fatal frame.
I just don't. I don't understand why people think that, oh, this combat's bad, so this game is awful, kind of thing. Like,
Yeah, like
that's
I
half
don't
the
consider
point.
this. Yeah, I don't consider this terrible combat. I think it's serviceable combat. I mean, again, I don't play on higher difficulty levels, but I don't think it's necessary to. Because, I mean, odds are it's just going to, like, affect how much I pick up and how much damage they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, like, that doesn't seem really necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And as you said, it's not the combat that you're playing for.
Yeah.
It's not that challenge. You're playing for the story of this game.
But it's still entirely serviceable combat. Like, an enemy shows up and I'm not like immediately going like, okay, I have to fiddle through like 5 different things here just to do, you know, like a combat. And they throw a smart amount of enemies at you, I think. Overall, the combat's pretty balanced, and actually this game does not heavily rely on jump scares at all.
Also good.
There might be like 1 or 2 minor jump scares, but like that first guy jumping out during the combat, like usually on that level.
Yeah, and that's the thing is those are situational ones that feel that was a good. See, the thing is that was an earned jump scare because they were subverting expectation. But the idea that it has to be a certain thing is unfortunate because what they had particular intentions and goals going in, and I believe that they've admirably done them. Same thing with Sinking City, because Sinking City has its issues with the combat for sure, and even the exploration of open world travel is pretty rough. But the story, the puzzles, the psychology aspect of it, the detective aspect of it, that was incredibly engaging. I think, Rick, you bring up a really great point, though. The PS2 era had tons of games like this that just were like, it was good. The combat was good enough to be functional, but you were there for the experience. Interesting. So they actually just burned down the mansion.
Yeah.
Raged with fanaticism.
I got one for 1 second. Be right back.
During the antebellum era, Derceto was the source of many rumors concerning voodoo and witchcraft. People who traveled the lake reported seeing people dance at night in front of bonfires, bleating and wailing. There also was the smell of much marijuana and the sound of the doors coming from a distance. On June 17, 1862, Captain J.W. Norton of the Union Army recounts leading a raiding party from ships anchored in Lake Pontchartrain in order to seize control of Derceto and free the slaves working there. The captain was surprised to find the workers already fighting back with unprecedented zeal. Norton's account describes these men and women as enraged with fanaticism. Pickford reportedly tried to placate the raiders but was shot in the confusion. Captain Norton left the mansion burning and retreated to his ships with his men. Derceto was left in ruins for several decades. The ownership of the land was long disputed and returned to the Ledoux family in 1901. Several police reports were filed during the following years as the Ledoux tried to get rid of a camp of squatters on their land. The police made several visits to remove the trespassers, but the people kept returning, as if they were returning like some sort of call was being given to them. And see, on November 1st, 1907, Inspector Legrasse of the police charged a deadly attack in order to save several children kidnapped by the squatters. Many were killed and even more were jailed. Okay, I'm going to stop reading for a second because for those that have not read the original short story, that, I believe, is the story of Inspector Legrasse of Call of Cthulhu. So, wow.
Yeah, Inspector Legrasse from Call of Cthulhu.
And launching that deadly attack on those people. Many were killed and even more were jailed. The following year, Ledoux rebuilt Derceto, incorporating the surviving stone foundation, added a magnificent wrought iron conservatory. The farmland had been reclaimed by the surrounding woods, so it was no longer profitable to use as a plantation. Instead, the house was turned into an artist colony. The Estout Artist Colony was a successful group of... Astarte. Astarte Artist Colony was a successful group of artists, including figures such as painter Heinrich Kassel and the poet Noah Keith. The group was also known for their beloved Mardi Gras crew called the Pirates of Pontchartrain. On September 29, 1915, a tropical hurricane tore through Louisiana, causing Lake Pontchartrain to flood New Orleans. Due to the remote location of Derceto, it took almost 2 weeks for outsiders to learn the artist colony was abandoned. The 12 residing artists had all vanished without trace. The empty mansion of Derceto still stands on the shore of Lake Pontchartrain. Pontchartrain. With much of its temple, its facade intact, the Ledoux family currently has no intention of repairing the house. Fascinating. And also, for those who are from the South, I highly apologize. We do a lot of accent humor here, and I don't always feel great about it.
Now we're talking.
Shotgun.
I love how it was just left open there for you. That was very polite.
Well, locked.
Yeah,
game.
You didn't even have to place a wooden replica in there.
Yeah. It is. Okay. That one.
Ah.
It's kind of the tutorial one that they do for you. So like you find those 3 items and it unlocks the shotgun cabinet.
Nice.
And from then on, shotgun cabinet can be open.
Nice.
Alright, so
I mean, it's going to probably work better than the rifle in the original game, that's for sure.
yeah, it's a decent shot. I mean,
huh?
Oh no, the smoke.
Oh no! Oh no, the volumes are bleeding through the object!
I gotta stop, drop, roll.
Stop, drop, roll around. Oh!
Uh-oh.
Oops.
Well, shit. Whoop.
I'm all out of bullets.
Allie.
Bye, sir.
Come on. It uses shells, not bullets.
Yeah.
A pickaxe.
And a pickaxe, yeah. Again, very reminiscent of Downpour.
Yeah, but they do it better.
Gracie just kind of like, wow, there's shotgun shells on the floor.
No reason.
I said it before, and I'll say it again. There are like 3 things I like about Downpour, and then the rest is just why. Like the whole side quest thing. Great idea. All but like 2 of them stuck.
Yeah, I felt that from what I experienced.
Sorry, Detective. Didn't mean to obstruct justice or anything.
That's fine.
Stop fanning yourself. You're just pushing the booze right at me.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm just a simple hopper chicken.
I can't say that I have. Why are you asking?
I'm looking for her.
Is she in trouble?
No. She's just hiding somewhere. But we can't have a rascal like that running around unchecked. A time like this, you understand?
Well, I haven't
Now,
seen
this here's traveling booze.
Let me know if you find her. I'll be around.
Don't touch me, sir.
I'll keep an eye out for your man, Jeremy. You scratch my back, Detective, and I'll scratch yours.
Well, on the bright side, you'll have so much liquor on you that your fingertips will be disinfected.
I can't scratch your back. I don't touch you.
Also, a quick warning that I will have to go in about 2 minutes.
Okay. Yep, this is that room.
Oh.
This is where the Baptiste lives.
Oh. You know, One last thought. I wonder how much people's complaints about the combat in this comes from the fact that it's not just the Resident Evil remakes, which really I think that's a big part of it. It's people expecting this to be like Alan Wake 2, and you know...
That's very unfair.
Exactly. There's only one company that can do Remedy software, and that's Remedy software.
Yeah, but I'm also never playing Alan Wake for that.
Alan Wake also has a much higher budget.
Huh.
Oh, yeah.
How eccentric.
Trick.
I did it! I crossed the thresholds to my intended destination without a focusing device. My talisman now knows these roads, and I have no need for the plates. I can find my way to Lafayette as easy as I find my own room. I visited the grave of my father and seen the oven waiting for me. Thank you for opening these doors. I now must summon my courage and go back to that hateful mound outside the oil rig. I hope you'll be feeling better when I return. Jeremy.
Jill.
Well, that certainly doesn't bode well.
These paintings got some grim-looking rot on them.
For a second, I thought that said hippie circus on it.
Flippy, flippy.
You flip these pictures and complete the rot.
Ah. Can't stop the rot, man.
Mm-hmm. You complete the pattern of rot and you get the name.
William August Franklin Music.
And Norwich.
Ah.
Astarte Artist Colony.
Astarte.
I remember hearing about their disappearance. Must have been 15 years or more now.
So you know it's two for William Argus, 4 for Norwich, 9 for Franklin.
All right.
Will I need to remember how to get them out again? They are locked up for good reason. I am sure she is still able to whisper the answer in the ears of the wrong people. But not for long. I will see her burned soon enough. That black goat will be sacrificed to put an end to it all. Then it will all be over. No more Derceto, and sadly, no Astarte. Those good pirates of Pontchartrain. May you still sail the lake until you find the shores of Hali.
You're crazy.
Well, well, well.
Keep sailing until you find.
What are these symbols?
Keep sailing,
Looks like alchemy,
and sailing,
or star
and
constellations.
sailing, and sailing, and sailing solution. Maybe a little bit of this, a little bit of that. A little bit. You know. Oh, spermy, omega.
No, it's these are all the a constellation, the astrological.
Yeah,
symbols.
yeah.
Pisces. It's supposed to be what? Pisces, Taurus, and 9.
Oh, 9 would be oh shit. Trying to remember which that would be in the sequence. Cancer?
No, Cancer is after Gemini.
Gemini, maybe. Well, Gemini would be.
No, Cancer is after Gemini. 9 is later.
Oh. Because there's.
Oh, I think I'm kind of mixed up. It might be 9 and then 4.
Yeah.
There, yep. I got the order mixed up.
Got it.
9. Libra. That was it.
Ah, Libra. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I can mix up towards you.
You just had to find your balance again.
Ah, oh no.
Oh no.
It's good.
No, that's mold.
Oh.
That's some aggressive mold. And aggressive monsters. No, thank you. I don't want any. How dare you? How dare you, monsters?
What happened? Everything's normal again?
Cool.
Right? Is it normal? Yes. What's fucking normal about this fucking statue over here? Oh god, I need more drinks.
I don't know what's normal at all.
Detective Conby had a hard time understanding what had.
I got a good place to stop if we just
Yeah.
head into the yard.
Yeah, he's just got to go into the yard and get some air.
We're going back to the garden.
Why is there blood over there by that broken bit of the banister?
Don't ask questions. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh, he got stuck in Shutter Island.
I don't want to be stuck in Shutter Island.
I mean, like the ending.
It's nice that Mark Ruffalo's there, but I don't want to.
You got Bolty. Come on, Bolty. Bolty's gonna save us.
Bolty is gonna save us. Fastest friend in the whole wide world. Bolt cutters.
We've been saved.
What the hell is going on?
By bolt cutters.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Like, privately, he's like...
And then everyone just keeps going like, he's not really reacting. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Well, yeah, no, he's totally reacting. He's like... yeah, we're not going to get Eternal Darkness sanity effects or anything. I mean, the narrative's just doing that for us. Hey, laddie.
Oh, laddie.
Thank you for helping us there, laddie.
And more bolt cutters.
Got it. Okay.
So now I can tell him up your nose with a rubber hose.
And how big is it with a rubber lizard?
And now we just flood the basement.
That'll get the Cthulhu's out. What's up, Rizzo?
Hey, Rizzo. How you doing there?
Squeak.
Yeah, is that the rat or is that a cat?
Squeak.
I feel like that's an answer that's not an answer.
Sure. And now we got both plates, and we can take the shortcut back.
Hell yeah.
Shortcut. Gets past at least like 2 different screens.
Yep.
Bear.
Hi, Bear.
Yes, hello, Bear.
It's stained. This must be the
I'm
clock
dead
that
and
Jeremy wrote about,
stuffed.
commonplace.
They had to because it had too much cocaine.
Oh, poor cocaine here.
Yep.
Ah, I see there. Ah, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Cool.
Looking good.
Yeah. Okay.
Doing it.
Yeah, you're doing good. And then the last one over there in the corner, and then you put that one over where it needs to go.
And it did the clicky
I
thing.
think the clock broke.
Oh,
Yeah.
Maybe it just
yeah,
stopped at
clicky
a very
thing.
precise-
Remember where I was supposed to go. What was the number for that? Right. 6, 4, 3.
There's a picture in the black glass. It's showing me something.
And then it goes through the portal.
It's the hallway outside Jeremy's.
Another round. That's where we can.
Whoa. Well, we're gonna have to find out what that is next time on Mystery Death Theater.
Ah, yeah, that's the idea.
Looks like everything's back to normal here.
Everything's normal here.
Item box.
Oh, wait. It's not normal. Oh god, it's not normal at all. Door open. And there it is.
I made
Not
it.
normal.
Not
I
normal.
entered another one of Jeremy's memories.
We've made it to the last part of RE7.
I was about to say, yeah, the swamp, yeah. Hey, but we're gonna find out what's happening here next time on Mystery Death Theater 5000. Also, Weird Tales Mag. We gotta end it on that Weird Tales magazine over there.
Weird.
Yeah, it's weird. Is that a... Kind of looks like a Brundage, but it's probably not.
Oh.
Anyway, we'll see you next time, folks. Hey, Vanessa, thanks a bunch for running this.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes, thank you.
I like he's got the one leg sticking up. Now you keep your legs sticking up, get yourself some brandy, read some weird tales, and we'll see you next time.
Keep those leggies up.